Hello, everybody. I'm John Locke, and I'd like to welcome you to the LockeInYourSuccess.com Trading Performance Podcast, where it's all about real traders, real problems, and real coaching. Listen up and enjoy the segment.
In trading, copying comes in the form of finding and following other people's trade rules, or trying to trade exactly like someone else, and focusing on results rather than learning to trade. The wonderful thing about today, our modern society, and it's much easier to do when I started trading, is that anyone can go on YouTube. Anyone can find someone who's made money, or at least appears to make money, with a special indicator or a trade over a certain period of time, or in a back test, or something like that. In other words, virtually anyone with minimal experience and knowledge can back test or copy whatever this other person's doing. Anyone can find many sets of trading rules and trade them. You can put on a great performance, but only if the conditions around the performance meet very specific requirements. Realize that following rules does not make you a competent trader any more than learning a set of dance moves for demonstration makes someone a competent dancer. But what copying can do is copying makes it extremely easy to help you fool yourself into thinking that you're at a much higher level of competence than you actually are, particularly if you hit a streak of good performance. And when that happens, when we believe we're much more competent than we are in a particular area, especially in trading where finances are involved, that's when we're likely to get into a lot of trouble. So with traders, we see this in the form of trading much larger and often at a much higher complexity level than traders should be doing based on their skill level and their experience. We see sporadic performance. We see wildly fluctuating confidence levels based off of short-term results. And sadly, we even see blown out accounts from this process. And in addition to these challenges, we're in a business where things are changing rapidly. By the time you find somebody who's been winning with a trade or an indicator, and then you prove to yourself that it wins, virtually all the time, you implement it, and then you finally scale it up to a size where you're going to be able to trade with. By the time that happens, much of the time the trade drops off its winning cycle and you've lost money, right? Many of you have probably experienced this before. Many of you have experienced finding the trade, where you find it, you back test it, you test it live, finally gain enough confidence to scale up, and only to have your confidence crushed with a big loss down the road at some point. And what do most traders do when that happens? Well, sadly, most traders repeat the very same mistake over and over and over again, often for years, and sadly, sometimes for decades. So with this approach to trading, it's no wonder that so many traders feel frustrated, scared, and inadequate when they trade. Now, if this scenario sounds even somewhat familiar to you, it's time that you make a change and finally gain the knowledge, information, experience you need to take your trading to the next level. Realize that a competent trader may utilize trading rules, but he doesn't require those rules in order to be profitable, because he knows that the rules which will be profitable in the future are going to be different with future changes in the marketplace than they are today. Understand that a highly skilled, profitable trader would never base his confidence level heavily on past results of a trade. That's what amateurs do. In our dance example, the amateur dancers who put on a glorious performance must memorize specific moves. They must memorize specific sequences and timing to a specific song in order to look competent. The amateur's confidence comes from memorizing moves and sequences and hoping nothing goes wrong or changes, because if it does, there's going to be a problem, right? Things are going to fall apart. A truly skilled and competent dancer, on the other hand, has no such need of that, because the truly skilled and competent can look good dancing to any song, doing any moves that he knows in any order. His confidence does not come from memorizing sequences, because he understands his surroundings and he can adapt to them on the fly. A truly skilled and competent trader does the same thing. His confidence comes from his ability to fully understand the market he's trading and his ability to effectively apply his many skills, which he should have developed, to that market. And this, my friends, is what I am all about. This is what Locking Your Success is all about. We are here to create knowledgeable, competent, professional traders who make money confidently and consistently in any market by understanding their surroundings and effectively applying the proper skills to those surroundings. Naturally, learning to do this is a process that requires much more involvement than learning a bunch of trades or watching videos. But as you're going to find out, the investment in yourself and going through the process is phenomenal.
And that is what I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments or anything else you'd like to see in the next Trading Performance podcast, please list that in the comments and I'll personally answer your questions and comments for you. Also, I'd love to encourage you to come on over to lockingyoursuccess.com. That's LOCKE in yoursuccess.com, and check out our Trading Performance and Pro memberships, where you can find the tools you need to become a much more effective trader, regardless of the type of trading you do. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you on the next Trading Performance podcast.